When I think of good tracks, I think of this one. Welcome to Imola and to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. We're here in Imola for round 2 of Tier 3 in Season 9. And, oh boy, this one's a biggie. We've got a lot to talk about, but this track is incredible. It's a beautiful day. Well, for what I think, we don't know. We'll see what we get into game. This track boasts some fantastic corners. Acqua Minerale for one, where if you go a bit too heavy into the exit, you'll find yourself turned around and facing the other way. Some elevation changes into turn 9, going downhill through turn 13, and my god, what a track this is. Let's get into qualifying and see who comes out on top. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Normally at this point I would be welcoming my co-commentator, except I don't have one. You're getting me today. My name is Prey. Welcome to SLR, Slipstream League Racing, for a little bit of a solo cast at a very pivotal time. Now, on screen, we have our Tier 3 standings. You'll notice things have changed. Whilst Dice, or McJagger, or Black Gold was crossed the line first, he did receive some penalties and dropped down to 4th. However, he is currently 3rd place in the standings, so Snella Henke has his first win on the board and currently leads the championship. Meanwhile, in the drivers and the team standings, Alfa Romeo F1 team currently leads with 35 points to Mercedes 12. How are you doing, chat? How are you today? I actually have chat up on screen with me now because I feel like you guys are going to be my co-commentator here. I'm going to need to bounce off someone, so I'm deciding I'm going to bounce off chat today. Because this is the first time I've ever done a solo cast. So we'll see how this goes. There is actually something as well. We have some reserves in this race today. Let me see if I can find out who it is going to be. It is so we have Cursed, Bawan, and Patriot is going to be back in the car for Tier 3. So this could be quite a nice race here. We have some usual suspects here. Snell Hankey is looking to extend his lead. We have McJagger, or Dice. He's now back in the Merc. Let's see what he can do. He showed some really good promise at the end of the last race in Bahrain. Let me tell you that for free. Tilda and Ocean Chief, they had some fantastic races. Kebab is not going to be in the race today. He has had to deal with something, unfortunately. Keyboard is here. He missed out in the first race last week. Wimpy, Samim, Wesley is also here as well. Barassin 2, Veer is in. Maze Vince, Silver, that's Bance. Boosted Mess is also in as well. So a lot of good faces in today's race. So we're going to be waiting for the start of qualifying to get underway. Ooh, it's weird being here by myself. It is weird being here by myself. I'll tell you that for free. So, Imola. A fantastic track. I adore this track. Has to be one of my favorite tracks on the calendar. I was so happy when they brought this back to Formula 1 because I'd actually be able to race on it. And it's fantastic. Take a drink. The drivers are getting ready, so we're going to start this qualifying session. Hey, Shaka. How you doing? Hopefully you guys are looking forward to this race, because I sure as hell am. This is going to be fantastic. Oh, actually, wait, I might have a co-commentator in about 5-ish minutes. I might have one. Go boosted mess. Let's bring McLaren back into the game. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see for whether the McLarens do well in this race. I want to get your opinion in chat. What is your opinion on Imola? Is it like a thumbs up track for you? Is it a thumbs down track? What do you like? What do you dislike about it? And have you done some some time trials, some career mode on this track? How do you feel with the new cars? Some of the curbs, but some of the curbs can be deadly. Yeah, that is true. That is completely true. All right, race time. Why are you there? Just a random, a wild team standings has appeared. A very wild team standings has appeared. Why are you there? You shouldn't be there. What are you doing? I know you want to be on stream, but no, go away. Fun track. Sadly, I'm very slow at it. Found out the hard way yesterday. Oh, did you? Mick Jagger will win tonight. You can feel it. Well, he did cross the line first yesterday. Can he cross the line today? That is going to be the interesting question. Some drivers headed out on track already. Let's see who's currently out there. Who's out in first? We'll go on board with some meme here. How is the volume of the game for you guys, by the way, guys? Just want to make sure. That was fine. Haas have both cars racing today. They have Wimpy and Bawan, or Bawan. But one is full. Yeah, only one is full time. All you love is good. Thank you. Right. Qualifying. Who do you reckon is gonna get on pole position? That's what I want to see in chat. Who do you think is going to be in pole position for this race? And whilst you type in your answers, I will be back. Give me 2 minutes, chat. Right, here we go. Samim on his fast lap here. Got some news for you, chat, as well, that you might enjoy. I've been experimenting. You might see some different things on tier 3 very soon. Oh, Samim is invalidated. I think Cursed is also on a push lap. Yeah, some new things coming to tier 3 that might make it look quite professional. Here we go. There, Samim going slow, might be going for another push lap, but here comes Cursed, gonna cross the line with a 1:17.0. That now is the benchmark. That's a very solid lap coming out there, as we have who else is coming across the line to start laps. Wimpy's on an out lap. I think Bawan is just about to come across the line. He's on a... Bawan goes with a 1:16.9. 1:16.9. Wesley or Jagger on pole? Oh, we'll have to see, as Maze Vince takes the fastest lap, going 1:16.5. Very solid lap from him there. As Tilda comes across, 116.8 for him. I'm trying to find people who are coming across the line. Keyboard issues, or keyboard goes across to the 118.7. Currently the slowest on track. Snella coming through now. He will go fastest with a 116.3. Some very fast times here coming out. I believe Jagger is now going to come across the line. He does. He only goes 6th fastest with a 117.2. Wesley and Silver, they've just crossed the line as well. 17.5, 17.6 respectively. There is a yellow flag in Sector 1. Samim coming into the pits. Might have pushed a bit too much. And is not going to look to be pushing anymore. Sector 3 yellow flag. I believe someone might have given way here. One of the Aston Martins given way here. Ocean Chief posted at 117.2. Some very nice laps coming in here. Boosted Mess going with a 17.7. Barassin with an invalidated lap, unfortunately. And the two Alpines on their outlaps will stick on board with Eagle Ghost as he sets up for his fast lap. Current benchmark of a 116.3. Is that our pole position time? We'll have to wait and see. There is still a long time left in this session. 12 minutes, 15 seconds, respectively. Here we are then. Starting his lap. Sector 2 and 3 yellow flag. I think that might have just been McJagger giving away some position there and allowing a faster car through, maybe. Very nice 1 and 2 there from Ghost. Because there is a yellow flag in Sector 1. What is happening? Or Sector 3, sorry. I think Jagger might have pushed it a bit too hard and is on limp home mode. That is a yellow. That is a purple Sector 1 for Snella. Very fast times coming out here from Ghost, looking to potentially, yeah, I'm reckoning low fuel as well. Some very fast times now coming to this Aqua Minerale, and he gets through very cleanly. Now coming up to the Sector 2 split. Does he go purple? He does not, but it's a 52.3 currently at the end of Sector 2. Now the final dash, the final few corners past the chicane, now heading down. Potentially we'll hop back on board with him, and also that's Bance as well. Now Ghost pushing to the line. DRS is going to be wide open. He crosses the line. It's a 118.8. Not entirely sure what happened there from him, as that's Bance now coming across the final corner and through. DRS open now. He crosses the line and he only goes 11th fastest. Jagger, are you on a fast lap? You might actually be. He is pushing very, very, very hard. He is on a fast lap. Hello. I wasn't expecting another voice.
I know, sorry about that. Well, no commentator left behind. Friend, so.
We leave no one behind.
I was available. Sorry to sneak in on you like that.
That's all right. That is perfectly okay. Biggles, welcome to the stream and welcome to tier 3.
Thank you.
I've
got some news for you.
Oh,
which may be the because if you notice, all the drivers are on soft tires. Nobody's gambled on any of the other tire compounds.
There is no need to anymore.
Yes, but also, you're actually right. But
yeah,
I've been looking outside, mate, and the weather forecast. It's going to be absolutely bucketing down full wet weather race.
Oh yes. We like Imola and wet races, so this is going to challenge the drivers here, because this is a notorious track for this is a very notorious track for when it comes to wet weather races.
Exactly, and that's going to be the big key as well too. Is to like you're going to see a whole difference in the way people are tweaking these cars, because if I was them, I would have it fully set up for. We have to be fully set up for a wet race, because it doesn't look like it's even going to ease off at all.
True. It's whether they saw that, however, when they were setting up their cars before their first run in qualifying. Because as soon as you leave the pit lane, as soon as you leave your pit garage, you're in Parc Fermé. That's it. Scuderia. Cursed goes ahead with a 1:16.2 and goes into provisional pole with under 9 minutes, sorry. McJagger going slow. He must have pushed that, and he must definitely be in limp home mode. Surely. Samim yet to post the time, but he's looking quite nice here. 1:10 into the final corner. As he's pushing now, DRS is going to be wide open. He goes with a 1:69, and that places him in 8th. All drivers have now set laps.
Spread difference too. We're looking at, what, 2.6 seconds from P1 down to
yeah,
P18.
2.6.
This is the first league race I've actually helped commentate on, actually, believe it or not.
No way. I feel I feel happy with that. That it's me you're on board with. Did you happen to see Tier 3 Bahrain last week?
No, sorry, I did not.
It was something else. It was an absolute cracker.
Nice.
We had McJagger actually pretty much with the heist. I called it the heist of a century, as he basically floored it on the safety car restart whilst everyone was trying to figure out whether the leader was going, but they passed the start finish line, so it's free game. It's free game.
Oh.
And he just went into the lead and never looked back.
So you're saying he did a George Russell safety car restart? Well, virtual safety car restart in that case.
Yeah, basically, yeah. he basically caught 7 drivers about 5 or 6 drivers in front of him napping and went into the lead.
Wow, that's gonna be one for the highlight reel.
Oh, it absolutely will be. Ocean Chief, the commander-in-chief, currently on his push lap, the 51.8 at the split at the end of Sector 2. However, he's lost time. He was nearly a second down.
Invalidations, I believe.
That,
I'm looking at here. Yeah.
Oh, Snell Hanky now into the 115s with a 59. Oh, these are getting faster. The track is starting to become a bit rubbered in. Ocean Chief actually coming into the pits now. Wesley, by the looks of things, is pushing, but the ERS amount that he's got left in his car doesn't give me much hope. He's got about definitely less than 10%. So I'm not entirely sure whether he is pushing or not. I'm going to bring back up chat for a second. There we go. People are very different setups, looks like. Yeah, and if it is going to be hammering it down, yeah, he's coming into the pits. I think all these drivers will now just start funneling into the pits, prepare their car for the final sort of 5-minute sort of blitz.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Last time you're going to see the dry track, put it that way.
Yeah, 5 minutes until the heavens open.
And they will, because the forecast that I'm saying is just all thunderstorms.
Oh, so we're looking at full wets.
Yeah, I'd say full wets. Usually if it's like, maybe a little heavy and light rain, or, might mix it up. It does change, remember. It is durable.
Well, yeah.
I haven't seen how good the weather model is for this game this year. I know last year it was brilliant, and so I hope they continue to do the same thing. I don't see why they would have changed it, because if they ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, true, yeah, but you've got to reckon there's different sort of a different spec of car this year. It's less dependent on the wings, more dependent on the floor. This time, obviously, with ground effect. Why am I always going on board with people who are coming at the pits? Guys, come on, set times. God damn it.
you should try iRacing, mate. They just disappear off the side of the track while they're in qualifying.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, I know. Don't you worry.
So at least they have to drive back in the pits for this. Anyway, so you were saying about the ground effect?
Yeah, ground effect is very prominent in this game from what I've noticed. In the F1 2021, for me, I was horrible in the wet. Absolutely horrible. I got into a wet race on this, and I was actually doing okay. I wasn't, like, I don't use any assists apart from driving line in corners. Just to sort of...
Oh, real man driving. I like that.
Yeah, I don't use any assists apart from the wheel.
T-cam.
I T-cam at the moment, but I'm thinking of changing. I don't know. Okay. We'll see. But it felt different. There was something about it that felt different, because in 2021 I was spinning all over the place. I couldn't get the traction down or anything like that. But in this game, I'm managing to put the power down and stay on track without it spinning at all. It's I don't know, it's very different. But Juan now setting a time of 1:16.5 as he is just off of third place. So
interesting. Anybody setting any puzzles apart, but any purples? Is Mr. Keyboard still on a keyboard like he was last season and the season before?
He was on a keyboard last season.
That's what he says. He's Mr. Keyboard. Isn't that Keyboard Magnism? Keyboard Mag?
It is, yeah. Keyboard Magnus. Oh, okay.
He's still on a keyboard. Can somebody confirm that? Or is just
hang on a minute. I can check just by the look. I think he is. I'm looking at the wheel. I'm on board with him. He's still on keyboard?
Yeah, that's keyboard. You can see the tiny little movements.
Yeah, just the tiny corrections. Just the tiny corrections.
Yeah. He might, I'd have to say, he might do a lot better in the actual race itself. Because of the fact that if he has the traction control and all that turned on, which you have to really as a keyboard driver, it would be, I don't know how he's going to handle it without.
He goes 17th fastest. Eagle Ghost currently in the last position. However, he has improved on his sector 2 time, nearly 5/10. Oh, but he goes a bit wide. That might sacrifice it going into the final corner.
Yeah, it's I was gonna say it's other invalidation. He spun anyway. I guess he didn't like the commentator's curse.
So it wasn't actually an invalidation. That counted. It's 118.2, but it doesn't improve him in position. Should we go on board with...
I was on board the wrong person. Sorry, keyboard was having a spin while you're
Wesley's just started his lap. I'm on board with Wesley. Oh, hang on. We got a yellow flag in all sectors. There's people just vying for position, maybe. Trying to set them up so they can get some cold air, some clean air. So Wesley, currently in 5th position with a 1:16.2. He's just a little bit down on his sector 1 time. Hopefully he can bring it back up as his teammate allows him through. As Maze Vince, his teammate, currently in 3rd on his outlap. So these drivers are now coming out to try and protect either their times or improve. Benchmark is still a 1:15.9, which is an incredible lap. Actually, but see when we get to tier 1s. Oh boy. Oh boy.
How much did you pay for that Airbnb, that house that's near the track there?
Oh God. Well, surely the owners
SLR
of them.
For it.
I paid nothing. I got it for free. Commentators prize here. Coming across the line, Wesley goes a 1:16.3 and does improve into 3rd. His teammate might have something to say about that, however. Henke on a fast lap as well. Well, that's interesting. It's given me his sector 2, even though he's just crossed the start-finish line. Game? Question mark?
He's already slowed down. He's just backed off to put another lap in, but he can't now. Oh, I can. No, I can't. I don't think so. He's got, what, 21 seconds left of the session?
About 20 seconds.
Yeah,
and he is on a fast lap as well. Oh, but never mind. Yeah. Oh, no.
Snelly backed off.
Snelly's backed off. He thinks that 15.9 is going to be good enough. Cursed, however, might have something to say about it. Ferrari versus AlphaTauri.
Well, this is Ferrari's home territory.
For that AlphaTauri, oh yes, he's gone purple in sector 2.
I'm missing that Tifosi's going to go absolutely ballistic if he can get this on pole.
If this Ferrari gets on pole, the Tifosi goes mad. Does he get it? He's now pushing for the line. This actually looks like it's going to be an incredible lap. We're into the 15s. He goes pole position. 1:15.9. Can anybody else do it? Bawan, no, he's gone a little bit wide. I think that is it. McJagger, actually, the only person left on track. He improves slightly on his sector 2 time. But is it enough? I don't think it will be. Boosted Mess goes up into 6th position, and that's his qualifying done. McJagger's the only person left to try and push this, but he's 60 now, and he goes into 10th position. I believe that is it. And Cursed the reserve driver coming into the Ferrari seat in place of Kebab goes pole position with a 15.9. But
way to get it done in front of your home audience. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely way to get that done. However, that's the last time you'll be using those softs.
Yep.
We're in for a wet race.
They're done. Do you see the little winglets that are on the Halo?
Mm-hmm.
On the Ferrari? It's the only one that has that. We're allowed to do those little tweaks, I guess. To the
Oh,
Halo.
yeah.
None of the other cars have that. I don't know if it's actually in the car currently this year. I didn't really notice.
Ghost, it is looking like it's a full wet race.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all sunshine here. And now that we've come to the end of the session,
Did the drivers pay attention to? He's not Jeff anymore.
no,
So-
it's Matt, I believe.
Matt.
Is his Mark? No, Mark. It's either Matt or Mark. So Cursed gets this pole position, and behind him is going to be Snella Hankey looking to return to the top step of the podium. Mazevins and Wesley, the two Red Bulls, going in 3 and 4. A Haas of Bawan is in 5th. Boosted Mess and Ocean Chief in 6th and 7th. That's Bance and Wimpy in 8th and 9th, with Mick Jagger rounding out your top 10. Barassin, Tilda in 11th and 12th. Samim and Patriot in 13th and 14th. 15th I didn't get to. We'll see once it goes into the formation lap. We'll see exactly the sort of state of play.
Well, I hope you bring your raincoats and your ponchos. And I hope you like your pineapple on your pizza or not, because some
look at the pit lane.
It's bucketing down. What a matter of 2 minutes makes here in Imola. Just 2 minutes, and now we have a tropical storm.
Look at the pit lane. Oh my god.
Usually they had those boats floating down there like they have in the past, haven't they? Those little paper boats.
Do you remember do you remember the memes? Do you remember the absolute memes at the Spa at the Belgian Grand Prix when it was absolutely soaking down? So there were people playing the marshals were playing a ball game in the gravel trap coming out of the chicane.
Do you know what I like? Because they showed you a couple of times the little go-kart track that's in the middle, that's near it.
Yeah.
Going around the go-karts. I would have gone, okay, get all the drivers. Let's all go down to the go-kart thing and just have a couple of go-kart spins around there for 10, 15 minutes. That would be a way to entertain everybody, wouldn't it? You'd watch it.
Oh, I'd watch it. I'd 100% watch it. Do you see the projected pit stop strategy thing that just popped on screen? You're wet for 16 laps, and then you change on to wet for the rest of the race.
You gotta love it. It's still the same it was last year. It's Amazon, our web services, AWS does brilliant, and the real, of course, predicted F1. But when it comes to the game, unfortunately,
yeah, it's a bit iffy. So it was Veer, Silver. So the two Alpha Tauris actually starting together in 15th and 16th, with Keyboard and Ghost rounding out the grid. Chat in
safety car predictions. Yes.
Safety car predictions. Lots. Well, remember, in the game there is only a maximum of 5. You can only have a maximum of 5.
You've got your rain. Oh, you've got your rain effects turned down a little bit, I think, because you drive, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's why you've got the rain effects turned down a little bit more than what I have, because I'm seeing it a lot more. But that's because generally, as drivers, as I know, you don't have to have the graphics up super as high.
No. Plus, I've noticed for me, if I bump up my effects and everything like that, my computer struggles. Chat, I want to hear you. I want to see your predictions in chat of who you think is going to take this race. Snella Hankey, through penalties, got the victory last time out, with Mick Jagger falling to 4th. The Shakalaka is predicting a safety car after turn 1.
Yeah.
Snella Hankey takes the dub.
Ready. I'm gonna get out there and drive that safety car for once. That'll be fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, if
a keyboard in the wet.
If Codemasters ever predicts that, ever puts that into the Silver and Veer, the two Alpha Tauris are going to be starting at the very end of their pit box. Chat, I hope you're ready for this, because I sure as hell am. Wet race in Imola. Oh, this.
Yeah, and you don't want to be colliding into each other, getting even more colder tires starting this race.
Stella Hanky and Mazevin's doing the exact same thing. B1 doing it as well. They're going to be starting right at the back. The last cars coming up. There is Ghost pulling up to his pit box as we get ready for this one. It is 32 times round the Imola Grand Prix. McLaren's just popping up to his box. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. All 5 lights are on. And we go green in Italy, as it is a very slow start. Everyone tentative to get away. The camera angle, once again, is not giving me anything to go on. Here we go. As Wesley and Mace Vince, the 2 Red Bulls have pulled into first and second, respectively. Cursed got beaten off the line. Oh, going side by side. I think there might end up being contact as some drivers have to pull off the track. No cars being spun round yet. So relatively good start from everybody as Veer and Silver go down to the back of the grid. Coming through now, Wesley still in the lead as there is a 5-second penalty for Keyboard colliding with Ocean Chief and gaining a place.
Yeah, early, but look at them. Look at those Red Bulls straight out of the gate, charging, and both of them in 1 and 2, taking on Snella Hanky and Kirst. I think it was one of them. I think it was Kirst that got bogged down at the start.
I think it might have been, as Bawan is slowly falling down. There's a lot of interesting things happening here, as I think Boosted Mess has been spun round going down the fast section of turns. Veer is gonna, hang on, Veer is behind him actually, as now he overtakes. Meanwhile, coming out through into the chicane, you'd have to think everybody's sort of being tentative. What could people's setups be, and all of a sudden having to take part in a wet race? You'd have to...
I think that might have been caught the Ferrari off, because obviously losing another place maybe right now.
Kirst is falling down the grid.
He could have damage. It's very hard to see because the end plates don't show if you do have damage.
Oh, he's tapped him. He's tapped him in the back. His keyboard issues gets put back. Get off the screen. Go away. I don't care. You're powered by AWS. I don't care.
Oh, you got that up again?
I got it.
Just bucketing down where I am, so the rains arrived right on time.
Macevin's still bucketing in the lead, building a 2.5 lead to his teammate. Could Red Bull decide to do some team orders a little bit down the line? Is Wesley pretending to be Perez on this and becoming the Mexican Ministry of Defense?
Keep an eye on P5 at the moment. Wasn't putting a bit of pressure on P4. There's Mick Jagger in the background. So
Jagger in the back.
They're still up the road.
They're very much up the road, but not too far away. 3rd through 6th is very much in contention at this current point in time. So we'll stick with this little battle we've got going on here. That's Bance was putting a little bit of pressure down on Barassin. Barassin getting a little bit wiggly out of the turn before Aqua Minerale. I don't remember all of the names of this track. It's interesting one. They've got some really nice names for some of these corners. McJagger may be looking to go around the outside and has decided to back off as that Bance keeps his P5 position. So a very nice start. Very few incidents, but Tilda is down in 18th. What happened to him? He's 27 seconds off the pace. Ocean Chief losing a place to Patriot, as that Bance is actually off track at the moment as McJagger takes his place. That's a very nice fastest lap of a 1:31.2 from the Red Bull racing car of Mazevin's.
I think the teammates might do a switcheroo as well. That Banks, because he went off there, so there's his teammate up the road who was looking pretty pacey. I say Red Bags were sandbagging, weren't they, during qualifying?
Very much so. But a thing to note here, Eagle started P18. He's P6.
Weather Master, we should be calling him from now on.
Yeah, I know. The attacking master of...
He actually says in the chat, I have no setup. He just tried something as he just brought the game. It's working.
It's working. Hey, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Snella Henke is still just following close behind. There is a yellow flag in Sector 2. Not entirely sure what's happened. Maybe a little bit of contact. Maybe someone might have gone off the track. But Juan now under pressure from Patriot. And Ocean Chief is potentially in that mix as well. Just slowly behind. There are battles happening all over the Imola circuit.
somehow they've managed to read the memo and pay attention, haven't they? Because we do not have a Touchwood virtual safety car or even a safety car.
Not
Only
yet.
a couple of spins, a little bit of contact, but so far so good. 18 of these brave souls on track still.
Very much so. Going a little bit wide does Barassin. Mick Jagger might actually be able to capitalize off that. 130.6 from Maze Vince. He's extending his lead. He's now got a 5-second gap to Wesley, his teammate.
Just a Mason. He's probably waiting for his next pit stop. He don't need one. But the rate you keep driving, you can get some fresh boots on later on. All wet weather. 90% chance of rain for the next remaining part of this, so it's not going to ease up at all.
It's not easing up at all. So technically, because it has been done before, because it's a wet weather race, there is no required pit stop. These guys could potentially run these wets right through to the end of the race.
I would imagine they would, because the wets are very, very durable. They
very durable.
Inters you can. I've seen a couple of races where they've done inters the whole way.
Think back to Turkey. Think back to Turkey in the actual F1 season, 2020. It was a wet race in the very beginning of it, and towards the end, Lewis Hamilton's his intermediates looked like slicks at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Patriot moves up in the 10th.
Yeah, actually, exactly. Patriot, and it looks like Silver and Kirst got past. Wimpy, Kirsten going really wide. Look at that. Kirsten man started on pole, struggling big time with that Ferrari in these conditions.
Yeah, I wonder if he's decided to put a little bit too much into aggressive speed rather than downforce in the wings. As he gets a little bit squirrely, he's had to back off as the Haas of Wimpy now side by side going down the hill to the final 2 corners as he gets the job done. Wimpy up into 14th.
Yes, something's really not happy with that. Unless he has damage once again. It's hard to say because unfortunately I haven't fixed it yet, but they are missing an end plate. It does not show visually for us in the spectator menu.
It doesn't very much, so yeah, you're kind of on point with that one. But Henke is actually a little bit under attack. There was at one point where the gap to him and Barassin was just under a 10th. Eagle is actually quite close to Mick Jagger as well. He's right behind him almost.
He's gonna love this setup. Basically, it's Eagle wet weather master. I don't think Eagles really like wet weather, but this Eagle does.
Yeah, this Eagle does definitely. So far, this is looking like a very nice race. I'm very much enjoying it so far as a spectator. Hopefully you guys in chat are enjoying it as well. Maze Vince currently leads from Wesley and Sel Henke in 3rd. Barassin in 4th. McJagger 5th. Ghost and that's Bans the 2 Alpines in 6th and 7th respectively. Samim and keyboard issues on a keyboard up in 9th. Patriot rounds out the top 10 in the points awarding positions.
Be a fastest lap coming from Salmon as well too. Anytime in a minute. Sam I am. 3 second. Oh, 3 second time penalty. Multiple warnings for Kirst. That's because of what the off-track running he's been doing because he's struggling. But this should be fastest lap, I'd say, for Sam I am now.
Oh no, because remember the start finish line. No, the start finish line is a bit backwards. It is back towards like the DRS zone. So there's no DRS for this race. So you'd have to think it's all skill of the drivers. Yeah, Kirst dropping back. It's not good. It's not looking good for him at the moment. Yeah, he has to be gutted.
Some grandstand tickets with the undercover grandstand. We're okay in the cast and the commentary box. It's nice up in here.
Oh, it's nice up in here. It's nice and warm. It's nice and it's too warm. Amazement.
Just open up a window. You'll be fine. It's raining.
Yeah, just open up a window and all you hear in the mics.
I suppose you can't hear the thunderstorms cracking in the background here, but that's not sound effects we're adding.
No, that's not the sound effects we're adding. God, imagine that. Just a random thunder strike on the track. If that's ever happened in Formula 1, if it's actual thunder and like kind of thunder and potential lightning, and if a lightning bolt ever lighten the track.
They can't race on if there's lightning.
Well, true. Yeah.
Same in Indy and all that in the States too. They have a 30-minute delay.
Yeah, just to get it all cleared and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
you get a lightning strike hitting anywhere near fuel.
So here's the thing. There is a possibility that there is something coded into this game where if the weather conditions get far too much, they will bring out the safety car.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
It is actually encoded into the game. It was last year I actually experienced it in my team. There is a possibility for the game to dictate whether the game state in terms of weather is too much, and it will actually force a safety car.
Well, the weather it's not changing at all. I'm just actually really curious. It wasn't preset, was it? It was on random because nothing's changing at all, as in nothing, as in it's all 90%.
Danico, if you're still in chat, is the game setting set to random weather or dynamic weather? Dynamic weather.
If I'm in the menu, can I check somewhere?
Yeah, it's dynamic weather.
Okay.
So there is a possibility for this to change. It could, down the line, towards the end of the race, open up, become dry, and we could see just these late pit stops. Oh, Samim with a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings for him. So maybe that fastest lap that you said was going to happen, he did invalidate. And for that reason, as to why. Look at this between Wesley, Snell-Hankey, Barassin, McJagger. All of them within about a second, 2 seconds between each other. Oh, yeah, you're right. I should be able to check in settings.
I'm just trying to check the settings. I know you're going to have to go to a pause menu, but I can't see where it is.
Simulation
It says
settings.
dynamic, but...
Oh, weather and time of day. Yeah, dynamic.
Yeah, it's dynamic, so we're just not changing.
So, yeah, they've just dictated... The game's dictated, nah, fam, you're getting wet races all the way, as McJagger, actually, and Barassin get the move done on Snell-Hankey. Whilst we were checking the settings, Snell-Hankey had a problem, and is down into 5th. Silver, 3-second time penalty for him for multiple warnings.
Come on, Snelly, you're a Dutchman. You should be used to it. Well, not this heavier weather. You should that British light drizzling coastal weather that you have all the time. Netherlands.
Think about this though. The next race after this is Miami.
A chance of rain there as well.
There's very much chance of rain there as well, considering Miami is a very humid state last time.
At this time of year too, it's a wet season, so we probably would have some. And of course, we in the real F1 going to Hungary, looking like it could be very much a wet. Well, Hungary is notoriously one of the most wettest races on the Formula 1 calendar.
Yeah, I believe most of the races that happen in Hungary are wet races, but Hungary is such a beautiful track. Like honestly, the track there is fantastic.
Check out the Hasses battling it at the back too, mate. 11th and 12th. That's right. Well, that's because, you know, if you remember in the Hungary, that's where the guys slide down the hill on the mud. In the mud.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. That's keyboard issues having a little bit of trouble as he goes wide. The two Hasses go through. Has Gunter Steiner. Oh, there was a little bit of intrigue there from Wimpy getting a little bit wide coming out. Mace Vince gap down to 3 point. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Wesley's pulled nearly 3.5 seconds. Wesley now less than 4 seconds away from Mace Vince. I wonder what's happening here.
I think Mace probably had a little bit of a mistake. I'll check his lap time. He did. His last lap was 1:35.1.
So
everybody
yeah,
else is
so
doing
something.
1:31, so he's lost almost 4 seconds and a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, that's a damn shame because Mace Vince is looking very, very strong. Tires overheating now, by the way. I am unsure. Can you check tire temps on anybody?
I can't. They've got it turned off.
Oh, damn it.
Well, I can check Wesley's, but I can't check Mace's.
Oh, damn. But one, see, if I was using the graphics that I've got right now, I might actually be able to check like tire wear and everything like that. But I can't.
They still have to have it turned on, fortunately, public. I could tell you that the tire temperature is about 1,000 for the fronts currently for Wesley, but that's obviously in your heavy braking.
Yeah.
Tire wear is about 30% rears.
30% rear? Oh, damn.
That should be average for most people, I'd say, right now on track.
So chat, by the way, just in case you were wondering, I was saying earlier about some new things potentially coming to this. If I quickly do this and then do that, if it decides to load, we'll get back to the race in a sec. Hold on.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after the short commercial break. Sponsored by Umbrellas. Hey!
Sponsored by Umbrellas. Hey,
Oh,
you
wait.
need them.
I just got a tire performance graphic that came up from AWS, and that goes to show you Wesley's 30. Somebody was 39 in the rear. Jeez, I should have checked that one. I think that was Bass. And
Oh, what are you doing? Come on. You loaded for me once before. Why aren't you loading now? Come on.
The Alfa Romeo is overheating his tires a lot in the rears.
That might also be because I don't have SimHub open. That would make sense.
Yeah, SimHub. You have a bit of a, not much of a gap. I'll keep an eye on it. Sam I am could be going for the fastest. No, a little bit of a mistake in the second sector. But
the distance between third and all that have kind of opened up a little bit as Maisvince now puts another fastest lap in. He's beginning to push the gap to his teammate once again, but Barassin is pushing towards Wesley at this current point in time. This is a very long straight. If this was DRS enabled at this point in time, you'd see a lot of overtakes happening on the straight to turn one.
this is just going to be an ERS management track at the moment without the DRS. Oh, it's collision between both the drivers, and that's Sam and that's the Williams.
Oh, that might actually be a bit of damage, as there is a yellow, there's a safety car deployed. There is damage for the front wing of Samim. Safety car deployed, and a lot of damage currently as well for that Bance. You'd have to think if there are drivers towards the start-finish straight, they might look to getting into the pits for some pit stops and getting some fresh wets on to have a little bit of an advantage coming in to this next part of the race.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting call now for the Red Bull, isn't it? For your Maze Vince and Wesley. I'd have to say,
I mean, the gap is 3 seconds.
Aston Martin to come in, because his tires look like they're a little bit more worn than probably what they should be. Yeah, they could double stack, no problems to say Red Bulls, but it's making that decision. I'm
gonna quickly open this up.
Yeah, it's perfect time to do that.
Yeah, perfect time to do it, because I genuinely want to show you, chat, what I'm kind of bringing to the sort of stream, and what I can do as well. I can show.
Mace has gone in.
Yep, Mace has gone in. I do see that.
Everybody will follow. Yeah, Wes has gone in. Oh, yep, Alpha. Everybody's going in, I believe.
I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you in Discord as well. Once it actually fully opens up.
Ghost is going in. Sam I am has to, because he's got
all these drivers, but Maze Vince critically saying Maze Vince still holds the lead.
I wonder if they're going to double stack. Oh, no, it was okay. They just got away with it at the Alpine. Just got away with it there. So that was good timing. Eagle Ghost got in and out. Oh, geez, every time I see it, it looks like an unsafe release. But of course, they ghosted. Yeah, everybody's gone in, boosted mass. But this is also a very great advantage. So those drivers that did have those front wings can then come in.
Oh, Veer gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This is not the time where you want to have a penalty like that. This is lap 12 of 32. 20 more times round this track to come.
And Keyboard got to serve his 5-second collision that he had earlier.
Oh, come on, get off my screen.
Boosted mass up to P14 now, so he was quite a bit back, but now gets the opportunity to take an advantage of that safety car. You got to be in it to win it. Anything can happen. Very much so. Barassin up into second, as Wesley's going to be behind him. Now, here's the other thing to think of. We're currently at this stage in the game. Safety car is out. This safety car restart is obviously going to be dictated by Maze Vince, but it's a point of thinking. Big Jagger's back there, and he's notorious. He is notorious for making a nice little lunge off the line. I don't think it's going to take us very long to get the rest of the pack sort of bunched up, as Tilda is currently a little bit behind, currently in P18. Yeah, it can go with just one or two drivers that are still catching the pack. Now, it's going to be interesting for Eagle Ghost after getting 12 positions to be currently sitting at P6. And
he's done a hell of a job.
Yeah, he's only got 6 more and he's in P1.
Yeah.
So, see if he can get it done.
I think for definite that Ghost could be a big dark horse at this point in time. He could be a very big dark horse going into this. So Mace Vince currently leads from Barassan, Wesley and McJagger behind him. Snella, Hanky and Ghost. Samim, that's Bance. So with damage from between Samim and that's Bance, they keep 7th and 8th. So not too bad done. Tilda with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He's not having the best of races, is he?
Not when you're under a safety car as well, too, going off track.
No, I know. We will have some post race interviews as well coming up, where we'll be interviewing the top 3 as well as some of the other drivers as they experience this wet race. Some of which might actually be their first wet race in F1 22.
That's true. A lot of people practice the wet races so much.
No, they don't. That's one thing I have noticed is the wet racing. Is definitely one of those that isn't practiced. I don't practice it.
And full wets too. I mean, maybe inters you might do, but full wets generally, even all the drivers too. And once again, this could be. It was going to be set to probably only one stop, or no stops, but now everybody has taken a fresh set of wets. So they'll definitely go to the end, no problems.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not even halfway through the race yet.
100%. Just the 2 Ferraris to catch up to the rest of the pack. So we will be going round one more time. I think this might be the last time we go round, though.
Well, this will be good for the drivers if you are listening and you get a chance, and if you are allowed to go to. Ooh, that Banks is out.
Ooh, what's happened to Banks? Hold on. I don't think he spun. I think he's just gone into the pit lane and retired.
I think he's retired in the pit lane, yes.
Oh, it was looking like a good race for him, but it's just that one collision with Samim has kind of just set him off. So unfortunately, it will be a last place. So that's a shame.
And look at the Ferraris as well, my friend, here in Italy. Both of them are last places.
Yeah, Kirst looked so good.
He's just struggling right now.
He
is
is
lighting up every time he touches the loud pedal.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gone for like a very dry setup, and I don't think he read into the fact that it was going to be a wet race.
And the fact that his name's probably cursed him. If you can have a name of cursed, he must be like he cursed right now.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Puns are coming. Don't worry about it. I got more.
Jakai, you've got more. I don't even want to know what these could be. Right, safety car in this lap. Tilda still has to be pushing a little bit to sort of catch up to the pack, as we've got some drivers going side by side.
Who pitted? Everybody, my friend, out there in the chat.
Yeah, everybody pitted Prey. Oh, hi, Prey.
Well,
hey.
right now, I'd say with Kirst that he might have 2 chances to win this race. Now, Slim and none, and Slim has just left town.
Here we go. When does Mace Vince go for it? I think he has. He's nailed it. He's gone for it. As Barassan actually reacted well, and I think reacted better. They might be side by side into turn 1, and he's going for it as well. Barassan potentially down the inside, but decides to back out of it at the last minute. Everything looking clean as we look down the pack. Boosted Mess loses a position to Keyboard.
Yeah, good idea.
It's a little bit slow going through turn 1, 2, and 3, but as a little bit of a note, Tilda has caught up to the rest of the pack.
It looks like Kirsten's slowing down too. They're probably letting a Ferrari pass through. Oh, Subby's gone off just a little bit. I think that's Eagle Ghost, actually.
Yeah, Eagle lost the position because of it, which is a shame.
But he kept it out of the fence. That's the main thing.
That's the main thing, yeah.
Just on halfway.
Yeah, the main thing there was keeping out the fence, and he did so very nicely. We don't really want a second safety car because it could definitely change up the pack. Mazevin's still currently out in the lead as Wesley is getting challenged by McJagger here. Yeah, McJagger is putting a lot of pressure onto the Red Bull of Wesley.
So this will be the case later on, where those 3-second penalties start adding up, and then we will have to start getting our calculators out.
Yeah. Stop making us do work. Oh, Wesley actually pulls in a second. Wesley pulls into second place. Wesley is actually looking up for a bit of revenge. Almost contact coming into turn 1 between the between the Red Bull, the Aston. It's all good. It's all good, Bance. On it, it's all good, dude. Look after yourself, man. Please, look after yourself. Good racing though, but it was just unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you have a massive headache too, you have to do it in wet weather conditions.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Even more mental strain, mate. So, exactly. Get well and fight back.
Well, Wesley
stronger for the next one.
Well, Wesley is 100% fighting back because he had a bit of a bad time in Bahrain. He was actually leading the race for the majority of it, but then one spin was all it took. McJagger actually gets into third place now, following Wesley behind less than a second. There's a bit of contact actually coming out of the chicane. It's maybe a little bit of
to overtake without the DRS here. And yeah,
see you later, Bance. He's gonna go. Last of the late breakers, but Kurse gets another 3-second penalty as all of these guys are coming around the corner. The penultimate corner now into the final. Oh, this is very good racing as Mazevins posts a 130.3. Oh, some incredible racing here. Third through sixth. Gonna go for it side by side for the taking out a marker board. There was actually contact from McJagger to Barassin. Oh, there were shades there of 2021.
Definitely Hanky now as well. I think that's Salmon.
Yeah, Sammy or Samim Stella Hanky goes a little bit wide actually. That might be a little bit of a steward's inquiry. The FIA might have something to say about that later on after the race. McJagger is in 4th position, actually got overtaken by Barassin to get back his podium position of 3rd place. Oh, hang on.
Red Bulls to pull a gap again.
Yeah, they are. Mazevins is pulling a bit of a gap here as Hanky is a little bit under fire here from Ghost. Less than half a second. The gap here. Stella Hanky just trying to keep it clean. But he's being pushed and pushed at every turn. So under this much pressure, making a mistake might happen more. 130.1 from Mazevins. Mazevins is just setting fastest time after fastest time after fastest time and extending his lead even further. We're nearly 3 seconds the gap from Mazevins to Wesley. This is lap 18 of 32.
Just on over halfway now.
Yeah, we are just over halfway.
And wet weather is not going to ease up, so expect this for the remainder of the race. It does change, but nothing looks like at all.
Oh, we've had a yellow flag in sector 1. What's happened there? I think maybe a little bit of contact between Tilda and Vince. Oh, yes, there was. Vince actually made an illegal overtake and has decided to give back the position. It's nice when you see that. You know, they do give back the position, whether they've been told to or not. There is some like sportsmanship I have seen happen between
You will
people.
see it here at SLR. I've cast over SLR for a couple of seasons. Unfortunately, I'm not as available as what I used to, and thankfully, to have you in here, my friend, to do it all that. Is it praying?
Yes, pray. Like
Yeah,
Praetor,
praise in here.
like Praetorius, like Praetorius. But there's two of us now.
But that's the beauty. The SLR community are generally pretty good, like sportsmanship.
Yeah, this is my first
know
season.
each other for a few years, so yeah, you'll expect that from. Of course, there's going to be moments, and people aren't always going to be happy, everybody, because they get cool races.
Yeah,
But generally, 9 times out of 10, very good sportsmanship.
because that's the thing. We do get into these races, and some of them are heated. I mean, this is my first season commentating with SLR, and you know, from the first race last week, I loved it. Honest to God, it was one of my favorite casts I've ever done in shoutcasting that I've done previously. Honestly, it was so good. Got a little bit of a train going on here from second through to maybe even 8th at this point, but gaps are starting to form, and this is the sort of thing where you have to think about, do you sort of play it safe and try and defend the position, or do you chase down the next person?
If Gap Carl.
True. Yeah.
Boosted Mass is about to lose a place right now to Barwin, but Barwin's tried to go around the outside, lost a little bit, I think. But
And he actually went a little bit wide through Aqua Minerale too, as that might open up Cursed. Cursed in 15th is now going to start pushing. Actually, I thought there was a little bit of a problem with Bawan's car. It was doing a little smoky thing. Cursed went a little bit wide out of the chicane. Luckily stays behind and gained no time, but the stewards might have
I think he's got damage.
I think he might have floor damage. I'm not entirely sure.
If you manage to get a chance to pull up that sim hub, it might show that or not. Curse is still really...
He's struggling.
With
The car, the car just seems to be struggling for Cursed. Not entirely sure what's happening. Oh, hang on a minute. Keyboard and Silver. There's a nice little battle going on here into turn 1, and Boosted Mess is in the mix as well. So is Bowen and Cursed. It's a nice little fight down the pack for potentially 11th. Less than a second separate 11th through 13th. Oh,
on,
contact! There's contact between Silver and Boosted Mess. As Boosted Mess does get the position, and Silver trying to defend the position side by side with the Haas moving uphill as the Haas gets through. Bowen moves up into 13th, Boosted Mess into 12th. There was contact, however. There might be something headed the FIA's way at the end of the race. The keyboard train is in full effect, all aboard.
Keyboard keeps rolling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
About 30% rear wear there from Bowen, and boosted about 26% rear wear.
Maze Vince getting into the 129s for fastest lap. He is just enjoying his clean air. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Sam I am's pulling in Mr. McJagger saying, come on, mate. If you can't get no satisfaction, I certainly will be in a minute. If you don't get a move on. Those puns will be coming.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're coming. They're going thick and fast, and I'm loving it. Samim.
A little slow today. You should have... That's because it's my first league race casting, only an exhibition race. This is good too. Throw me straight into the wet. Straight me straight into the pool, mate.
Yeah, right into the pool, right into the deep end. Veer overtook Tilda for P16. As there's a yellow flag. I think it's the two Ferraris made a little bit of a collision as Cursed was spun round. Oh no! Oh, his car is not liking it at all. The loud pedal is maybe being a bit too loud.
It's trying to... He can't hear it over the Tifosi every time he's driving around the corner. The Tifosi's too low. He's like, guys, I can't hear. You know, I'm shifting. calm down. Looks like Eagle Ghost might have just lost that place to
Wesley.
Wimpy, or he's made an error.
Oh, McJagger with a 3-second time penalty. That's going to affect him. I believe that's his second. Barasin is now pushing Wesley for second place. It's less than 2/10. It's less than 1/10. They're going to go side by side into turn 1. Don't go onto the grass, for the love of God. Oh, bit of contact there as he does go onto the grass and he goes farther ahead. Barasin is having to go over the gravel trap and does lose a position to Mick Jagger. Oh, and to Samim.
That's a honking tonk move right there, isn't it? From Mick Jagger, that's for sure.
Yeah, Snell Hanky might actually get in on this fight as well. Oh, no. Barasin with an unfortunate move. We're looking at McJagger here, chasing down Wesley. Oh, no.
The rain's still bucketing down here.
Snell Hanky with a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, he's not the only one. There's a couple of drivers on some warnings.
And Samim with another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Yeah, these track limits are definitely testing these drivers.
Isn't it Sam I Am or Samim? I'm not sure.
Samim.
Samim? I come Sam I Am. I am. Sam I Am.
In Bahrain, I was calling him Samim. Samim.
Well, Mace Fence is looking pretty solid at the moment. He has the fastest lap. He's got a 6-second gap to his teammate. And on top of it, he only has 1 warning.
Yeah, we are less than 10 laps to go. This is lap 23 of 32. We're now coming to the later stages of the game. And there is a lot of penalties currently in between 3rd through 6th. I wonder if there's a way that I can see the detail.
Yes, there is. You press the G key, my friend.
Penalties, here we go.
D key. D key.
The D.
You got a keyboard.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, look at that.
These are shortcuts. You don't need to pull the menu up. D key or the G key? The D key will do scroll through the stuff. The G key.
There we go. There is your penalties currently. McJagger with 3 seconds. Samim with 6. Barasin with 3. Snell Hanky with 3. Tilda with 3. Silver with 3. Veer with 5, which I believe he's going to have to serve, or he gets a 30-second penalty. Cursed with 6, but I believe that was for 2 time penalties.
Yep, two penalties. And that's the interesting thing too. Some of the other drivers are on. How's we looking at Wimpy? Wimpy's on 1 warning, 2 warnings for Eagle Ghost, 2 warnings for Ocean Sheep. So they have to be very careful on their mind, because if they pick up that 3rd one, they'll be joining that 3-second club.
Maze Vince with another absolute blitzer of a lap, with going with a 129.6.
He's loving it. His tires are good too.
He's loving these tires. He is absolutely loving these tires.
They're saying it's Mick Jagger time.
Oh.
So they said he might be getting it on. Might be doing some jumping jack flashes out here.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's going to get jumping past Wesley. That's for sure.
Well, you got to push. Still less than a second.
Is Wesley going to give him some sympathy for the devil?
Stop it.
All right, that's it.
Stop it. Stop it.
I told you, lock the door for the casting
for
box.
God,
mate,
stop
and
it.
To put up with this next time.
Oh, Cursed actually paid for fresh wets.
At this point, Cursed, with the amount of luck you've been having with this car, I'd put it out.
Yeah, Cursed has actually been lapped. Cursed has actually been lapped.
He's ghosted. Oh, no, he's come back.
Oh, that is Silver with a 5-second time penalty for cutting the corner and getting a position. Oh, that's not going to help him much at all. It does give the position back, but unfortunately, mate, it's too little, too late. A little bit of a gap now.
Short.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Gap now over a second to Wesley. McJagger now is still in 3rd, but there are some hungry drivers behind you, McJagger, so you might want to get a move on, mate.
Hungry like a wolf? That's not his song.
Stop it. God.
The size.
Oh, hang on. Bit of a change here. Samim has actually gone side by side. Oh, there could have been contact there, and it would have been in the same position as he made the error with that Bance. Samim playing a little bit of a dangerous game here, but hang on. McJagger, he's actually slowed down a bit. There is now all of them bunched up as Wesley now pushes away. Oh, Brasson. Yeah, I saw that. McJagger still holding on to third position. The Red Bulls at this point are long and gone. Oh, Boosted Mess actually losing positions. He spun out. Boosted Mess spun out. He's been dropped to 16th position. Oh, no.
Come on, the Scotsman. This is your weather. Should be very much used to this.
I know. I live in I am Scottish and I live in Scotland, so I know this feeling of being wet, of being in the wet weather.
You haven't seen the dry weather, and no, you obviously have.
Yeah, we have recently. We have. Jesus Christ. Bawan with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Samim now pushing McJagger. Hang on. They might go side by side into turn one. No, they're not. They're going to leave it. They're not going to fight it. But that could have been on the close side of things. Lap 26:32. We're getting very, very close to the dying stages of this race.
Don't use dying and racing in the same sentence.
We're getting to the very end stages of this race.
You could use die until the virtual world.
True.
Gonna die only in the virtual world.
Oh,
here we go.
Brasson tried to make a move on Samim, but it didn't quite work out. Why are we on helicopter cam? Can I get anything other than helicopter cam?
Hey, if you get helicopter cam, that's a good thing. You barely get that. Tilde putting pressure on keyboard as well. Too back for P12, essentially. It's going to go on the outside. Oh, bold and brave. And I think keyboard covered him off there, keeping inside off the racing line, which you can do on the wet weather conditions better.
Very much so. Yeah. But I've seen Jagger actually pulling towards the cooler side of the track to kind of cool his tires down. So he might actually be having trouble as Maze Vince, where he's getting very, very close to the 128s. He is just hooking lap after lap after lap, and I'm not entirely sure at this point he can be caught. He's just got to keep it smooth and keep it clean, and he will have this race in the bag.
Could be an overtake as well too from Barrison. No, he's going to think twice about going through turn 1 and turn 2 side by side.
Yeah, but the thing is, because of the way he had to brake there, he's actually lost some time to Samim.
Yeah, so you're right, exactly, going off that racing line. Tracking in these tricky conditions, once again, unimproving. So Maze Vince did not get the memo. Perhaps he did that. He's already in Monza, my friend, and one of these guys are here in Imola.
Yeah, he's all the way in the season finale. Because the season finale is actually in Imola, I believe. In Monza.
I didn't know what the next track was. I was going to use that reference.
The next track is Miami.
Oh, well, that's right. You did say that, actually. So
yeah, Miami.
He's already in South Florida while everybody else is stuck here in Italy.
He's on the grid with the 5 lights coming on.
He's on the beaches. He's sitting on the beaches in Miami. Okay. I'm waiting for the race to finish, guys. So
there's a bit like McJagger is slowly starting to pick up the pace, actually, and starting to catch Wesley, as Wesley is literally not that far off in front of him. Meanwhile, down the grid, Snella Hankey not too far off of Barassin. He might have it if he's able to get a move on down this straight, but I'm not entirely sure if he's able to. So far, everything is kept clean, and I'm surprised we've only had 1 safety car. I'm touching wood. Don't worry, I'm touching wood.
Yeah, you can still get it, obviously. It's until the last couple of laps. Maybe after this lap, that'll be it. Then you can take up the cars all you like.
Tilde actually gets a position on keyboard.
Yeah, keyboard's now run off into the dirt and spins. Does he get back on?
Does he get back on?
He has to wait for the Ferrari to go straight through him. Thanks for ghosting.
Yeah, I see him there.
so difficult too to recover from a spin on a keyboard as well, mate. In these conditions, you can see.
Oh, he's gone into the pits.
sliding.
He's gone into the pits. He's gonna get some new softs. Jesus
Safe,
Christ.
why not? You got nothing to lose when you. Coaster's a minute and change down the road.
True. Yeah. So.
Is it the front wing? No. It's wet to gamble. It's too wet, but.
It's way
And
too
on a
wet.
Keyboard? Wow. This man likes pain. And they did look good on the Aston Martin, of course, the green on green.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. We're now down to the final 3 laps.
He's going to come out in front of the leader as well.
Maze. Yeah.
He's struggling right now in this car. Oh, it's worth a shot. Look at that. He can't even get the power down. The whole thing is just, it's like on bold tires.
Yeah, Mick Jagger is now actually under 2 seconds to Wesley. He's pulling. He is 100% pulling.
It was cold out there. Vito said it. He's been to his concert a few times. You know that man can perform.
He can. No, he absolutely can perform. But it's whether or not he can get this push to maybe not make it a Red Bull 1-2. Because if Red Bull get this 1-2, they catapult themselves to the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Or to the Team Championship.
Where have I heard that before?
Interest. Oh, right. This actually makes things incredibly interesting. Wesley has just gotten a 3-second time penalty, but Mick Jagger also has that 3-second time penalty. So now he's just got to push. He's just got to push and try and make it up. Samim actually got an incredible push off of the chicane, but Mick Jagger is just that Mercedes is quick. That Mercedes is very quick.
He's got to get his head down. They're both on.
Oh, Tilden,
but he
no.
just picked up another warning. Mick Jagger just picked up another warning, so this is it. If he gets one more, and he's in the 6-second club, so he can't afford. He's got to push, but he can't afford.
Oh yeah,
push the
yeah.
limits.
He'll be in the 6-second club with Samim, and that will drop him quite far along with Samim actually, because right now Samim is looking to be in not even 7th. He'll be looking.
Oh, they could lose out to Barassin, actually. Barassin might steal this away from them.
So I'm just doing the. I'm kind of just doing the working out now. If this race was to end the way it is on the board right now, Samim would go down to 9th place or 8th place.
I'm getting a tire performance graphic up at the moment, so you should probably see about that. 70% rears for Mick Jagger, so I'm not sure if he can push this car anymore.
Yeah, he's trying.
If you want that tire performance graphic to come up, you have to turn the track map off. It doesn't overlay it. And it randomly comes up.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, I figured that one out after watching PSGL streams. Of course, they didn't tell me when I was casting with them because they knew that secret.
Bitch.
But you have to turn the track map off. But it does come up randomly. It will.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The more you know.
It's not something they give away. It's secrets.
Secrets of the trade.
It's unfortunate because you don't have the track map. But at this point, it doesn't really matter.
There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. Not entirely sure where that or who that is. That might actually be keyboard. So keyboard was a minute and change ahead of Cursed. It's not that way anymore.
I think he has to back off here. He can't afford to push it too much in the track limits and get 6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Jagger just kind of has to settle for this. He just needs to bring the car home. He can actually allow Samim to pass him and be fine. Stella Henke, what's happened to him? He went a little bit wide. He's now down into 8th position. Oh, you don't want that, especially with that 3-second time penalty, as Ocean Chief will be pushing along to try and catch up to him. Samim, just under a second to Mick Jagger as it's coming to the end of this race. Maze Vince has absolutely been dominant this race so far. Can he end it with 25 points plus 1 for fastest lap?
Yeah, and Prey trying to cast him all the way there for Castle's Curse set to see if he's going to do it. This Keyboard picking up a penalty. I tell you, but that's Keyboard. He's out there on inters, remember?
True.
And even though he's really lapping slowly, Cursed
Cursed has damage. Cursed has damage. His end plate is off, but we're too late. There is no more. There's not a chance of a safety car at this current point in time.
Can you see the end plate off now?
The end plate is off of his car.
Oh, so they have fixed that up now.
Yeah, they have fixed it, which is nice.
Okay, that's good.
On board with Maze Vince for the last time round on this race. He has been absolutely dominant this race. And he doesn't even have a penalty. So when this ends, he's there.
Unfortunately, we've had a couple of protesters coming out on the track, so we're gonna have to red flag this. No, of course.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
around to Aqua Minerali.
Aqua Minerali.
Yeah.
Aqua Mineral Water Rally.
And then through 11 and 12 coming up, little kink in the track there. Nothing he's to worry about. Can't see anybody around him.
No, he has got this in the bag. He just needs to get the car home. 2 corners left to go as Barassan spins and Wimpy spins as well. 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Wimpy. That's going to hurt his chances. He's now up into 8 seconds as round the penultimate corner, round the final corner. Wesley with an absolute defending masterclass as Maze Vince crosses the line. He wins in Imola.
Two-way, not very happy.
Oh, and Barassan with another 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Wesley comes in second. McJagger comes up in third as he will get this done. But Samim loses out to Ghost in 4th place. Oh, Henke's DNF. What is happening? He didn't get around the line. Oh, no.
He went straight on into the fence and the fence and he did not agree. I saw it right in the corner of the background. I thought that was a nasty, nasty crash, and you can see his car just parked in the wrong direction.
Oh, hang on. I've just caught that on stream. Barassan resetting to track. You can't do that, my friend. You can't do that, my friend. Oh, no, you don't.
Caught by the cameras.
Caught by the cameras.
But guess what? Guess who I'm impressed with?
Who?
Man. Eagle Go starting on P18.
Yeah,
finishes in
that
P4,
was incredible.
The man that said he's never even had no setup at all for this car and has barely owned the game.
Oh, and coming across the line now, Cursed. He was in pole position for the start of this race, and unfortunately, he finishes the race in final position. Oh. Eagle goes to driver of the day. Yeah, 100% he's my driver of the day.
Yeah, of course.
100% he's my driver of the day.
I mean, granted, not everybody has a wet weather setup, but I mean, if you just purchased the game, probably didn't have a dry setup. It's a Red Bull domination.
Red Bull domination,
Christian
1 and 2.
We'll be happy, and I hope to see Adrian Newey up there. There he is, there's Adrian. Built him a good car.
He built a good car, yeah. He built him a good car. Red Bull 1 and 2 with McJagger in 3rd. Very familiar scenes with these two teams, actually.
Yep, you're not watching real F1.
I know, I'm watching a game. That's the thing. This is virtual.
Tier 3, and this is what our second or third race now for the season?
This is the second. Your final standings of the race is Maze Vince in first with Wesley in second. McJagger and Eagle Ghost in third and fourth. Samim, Wimpy, Ocean Chief, Patriot, Bawan, and Tilda actually finishing out the top 10. Barassan is in 11th. He was very close to becoming second place. Veer in 12th. Boosted Mess in 13th. Stella Henke, as you've just found out, got a puncture before the line.
It was interesting because, Mick Jagger's tires were pushing 80s.
Yeah, he was pushing it
towards the end.
Keyboard gets in 15th. Cursed in 16th. Silver in 17th, and that's Bance in 18th position. That will round out this race. What an incredible race that was, especially from Maze, Vince.
Exactly. You did a fantastic job, Brad. I'm so glad that I come to the casting box there and helped you out because you would have had a voice after that race. You did a fantastic job. And remember, everybody out there, full dry qualifying, but an absolute bucketing down, full wet race. The first one we've had, I believe, season here for SLR.
We started this race in the Sahara. We ended in the Atlantic.
In Panama, right? Buckets down like this all the time.
Oh, a fantastic race. Well, there is one thing we've got coming up, and that is our post-race interviews. So for those of you who were racing, if you want to be interviewed, I think the first person we'll definitely have to talk to it has to be Maze.
They gotta go. They gotta dry off first. You know those.
You gotta dry off.
Dryers
It was.
You have it at the wet parks, where you put the money in the coins and they just blow all those fans on you and dry you off. That's what they need to do right now in their racing suits.
Oh, 100%. But I'll tell you something. That race was incredible from a spectator point of view. Just the start of the race, having cursed at pole position, and then just absolutely losing it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you could post anything in the chat about that, if you are listening at that Cursed, because he wanted to know whether or not did you get the memo it was going to be a full wet race, because it seems like
love the drama in tier 3 though. I mean, come on, let's be honest, it's just the quality of commentators. Let's be honest here. I mean, even Ghost has said he would like me and Wamu to cast tier 1, but he's just like, but I'm greedy and I want you for my tier that I'm racing in.
I think we've got some people in here.
We do. Let's bring in our P4. Was it P4? No, it was P3. Let's bring in P3. McJagger. McJagger, welcome.
Did you get some satisfaction? Hello?
How you doing, fellas?
Stop it, Biggles. Stop it.
Sorry.
So,
hello.
P3, how are you doing? How are you doing, my man? How was that race for you?
Really anxious. Really anxious. Yeah, I had a 3-second penalty, and I had to push on the last lap just to secure my P3 finish because it was all or nothing. I nearly spun myself on the wall somewhere, I don't know, the end stage of the race. And I had to control the whole field behind me.
It was very entertaining from our perspective and our point of view, especially coming towards the end of the race there. I mean, you did have another, Samim did actually have another 3-second penalty on top of you, so he was 6 seconds to your 3. So you would have been okay in that fact, even if he had passed you. You just had to worry about the drivers behind him. But P3, considering obviously last week, last week you crossed the line first, but then got demoted down to 4th after everything was said and done with the stewards. Today, though, looked pretty clean.
Yeah, pretty clean race. It was pretty nice for me. I tried to keep it cool because I was really unprepared for a wet race. I used to set up for a dry race.
Yeah, I think most of the people were not set up for a wet race.
I might have been the only driver on this race that had maxed game settings graphics. So yeah, it was insanely difficult for me to see.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, why would you? I have it as a spectator, of course, because usually I'm broadcasting and stuff. But as a driver, I guess you like the realism?
Yeah, it was really enjoyable. I really enjoyed the graphics.
How come you didn't get the memo about the race being wet?
It was really easy to memorize the line on the wets. I had to, though, drive like I had an insane understeer.
Oh, you didn't have the racing line on?
No, I didn't have it on for this race.
Wow.
Wow.
Impressive.
Damn. Well,
I feel really proud of myself because I got a P3 finish with my pace, basically.
You had some incredible pace.
Deserveful P3.
You did have some incredible pace. I will say that for free. With this sort of finish that you've got, adding on to your 12 points, it puts you in good stead within the standings. It definitely does, considering Henke DNFing right at the line, which is very unfortunate for him.
I believe this year is going to be a really competitive one.
It definitely seems that way.
The Drivers' Championship. Everyone has the pace to prove themselves.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so.
What really surprised me on this race was the tire wear. My rear tires were nearly dead. They were on a really dangerous level that was like borderline puncture level.
So, yeah, we were surprised. Like me and Biggles, we were surprised when Henke's tires gave out, and then
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, because when I heard that you had 70%, I was kind of thinking, why didn't your tires pop?
I guess it was just luck.
Maybe it was.
And not pushing too much on the first sector, because it's the trickiest one, and you need to get it right in order not to spin out.
Well, P3 finish for you. However, the next race is Miami. How do you feel about that? New race?
It's a new race, new track. It's going to be really challenging on the first sector. I guess it's going to be a really weak track for me, because my setups are based on high downforce setups mostly, so I don't have the straight speed advantage. So yeah, I will see what I can manage to achieve on the new track next week.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations once again on your podium finish and your P3.
Thank you.
Good luck for Miami, my friend.
Thank you.
Good luck.
See ya.
See you later.
Have a good one.
You too, my man. Yeah, Miami next. That's going to be an interesting
I think
one.
Ocean Chief was going to come and have a chat to us, so we can maybe drag Ocean Chief. I know that they were waiting for a little bit in the waiting room. And Art Gamer, I think. See Mr. Chief, if you're
AR wasn't in this. He's in tier 2.
Just wanted to chat to somebody, I guess.
If any of the drivers are listening in and if you want to be thrown in to talk to us about the race, feel free to hop up into the interviews just under our room in Discord. We look forward to speaking to you. Unless, do I just drag him in? Like Dario on the radio in Formula E when he talks to the drivers in the car at the end of the race.
Yeah, did you know that Ted Kravis is related to Lenny Kravis?
Really? Oh shit! Oh damn! I didn't know that.
Oh, that's what I read. I don't know how true that really is, but
yeah.
Anyway.
I'm gonna drag Ocean Chief in here.
I'll have to ask him. Just drag him in. We're dragging you in.
We're dragging you in
the interview waiting room.
Yeah,
I was getting bullied in there. Like Wesley's like,
he's like
rubbing his points in my face. He really wants that constructors in the championship.
Well, they did get 1-2 today. You yourself, however, finished P7, and the only Alfa Romeo to finish, unfortunately, Henke DNFing at the line. That's horrible to see.
Yeah, I mean,
did he have a puncture, right?
Yeah, he's there if you want to bring him in. He's in
yeah, drag him in.
We have Alfa Romeo here. Henke, I'm so sorry. I was so, like, my heart hit the deck as soon as I saw you DNF the line.
Yeah, it was incredible. All that effort.
I know, just boom.
Yeah, I couldn't hold it. It was impossible.
What tire was it that went?
It was the wet tire from the second stint.
Oh.
So yeah, I was feeling it on the left side. Suddenly, I couldn't take the last two turns normally, and then. But yeah, I was also focused on that. Maybe I could get the guy in front of me who had a 6 seconds penalty. And
you've got to turn your telemetry settings on public, guys, and the name. That's a new setting. That way, it can actually see your tires.
Yeah, because
relay that.
That's what's one thing I am going to say to sort of the rest of the tier 3 drivers when I test the certain thing I have, which I'm going to be testing out in Miami. So
Okay.
we're going to try this out. I need every tier 3 driver to set their telemetry to public.
And their names too.
And their names as well.
So yeah, Chief and Ocean, are you guys aware there's going to be a full wet weather race? It seemed to catch a few people off.
Yeah, there was a bit of a bug in the lobby. You know, whenever you go into the race session, it said in quali that the race when it's set, you know, it has the R for race, and then underneath it says rain. But whenever you checked every segment, it was all sunny. So we were like, yes,
really?
yeah. So we were like at no point in the race in any segment was it going to be wet. We were like, oh, I guess that means it's going to be maybe a wet start but dry race. And then when we loaded in, we were like, oh, it's still wet. It's great, awesome. The whole race.
So yeah, that I used like last season would told me that immediately during the qualifying. Well, that's when I noticed it, and I said that to Prey. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a full wet race, mate. Do they know that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, that's the first laps I've done in the wet, so it was a learning experience, I would say, and very scary at times.
Yeah, I saw a lot of cars sort of getting all out of sorts coming out of like going into traction zones that you normally just would be able to absolutely just power out of, but you had to be steady as anything, especially the chicane after Aqua Minerale. That one's notorious for spinning.
Even the penultimate corner, you know, that downhill into the left, I kept locking up, and then anytime I locked up, that was it. I couldn't make the corner, so it was like you cannot lock up apparently in the wets.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's sketchy, man. So be prepared.
Yeah, well, P7 for you, Ocean. So at least you've got points for yourself and obviously for Alfa Romeo.
Happily.
However, I do believe, and we will be speaking. We will be speaking to the Red Bull boys just in a second.
No.
I do believe that this means that they're going to be brought ahead of you in the constructors championship.
Well, I just want to say that I'm league admin, so I have this like ability to abuse.
Don't you dare!
No. If Wes and Massive Vince are listening, very well played. They put a lot of work in, and it paid off today. They might have done. I wonder. That's a good question. Maybe if they did wet practice, because I reckon if you had put some wet laps in, you definitely would have had a big advantage here, because I think most people did not do any wet practice, and myself included, which is always a bit silly whenever you're going to a track that is pretty wet a lot of the time.
Me and Biggles, we sort of spoke about this. We were kind of wondering if any of the drivers have done any wet sort of practice, and I think Mace Vince did. Because he was long gone from the moment that the race started. He was just building gap and putting in fastest lap after fastest lap after fastest lap. So it was incredible to watch, but absolutely dominant from him and from Wesley as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously 1-2 is the best result. Probably fastest lap as well. Didn't get cold, but yeah.
Yeah, Mace Vince did get fastest lap as well, so it is a full haul of points.
Yeah, he was already in Miami and South Beach, guys, when you were still here in Imola.
They're probably in Miami right now, grinding really hard in the wet, and it's like Miami. It's like, come on, bro.
But it caught a few people off. Eagle Ghost out there said he only just recently got the game, and he had no set. I didn't think he even had a dry setup. So he did pretty good.
Yeah, he was ahead of me. I could not catch him whatsoever. Every time I was like, I feel a bit comfortable now, I'll try and push, and then the back end would just go to Miami, I guess. And then I was like, no. So it was just very tentative for me, you know, like it was just it was a learning curve, I would say. And even by the end of the race, like I was not catching anyone really. I think there was a train ahead, so I was hopeful that there would be some last lap shenanigans. And I think, Barassan, I don't know what happened to him, but Wimpy got caught up in an incident with him, so I was able to get Barassan on the line on the last lap. Sorry, and got P P7, you say?
Yeah, P7.
Nice.
To which to which I did catch something on stream. I caught a reset the track. But
oh
yeah, I caught a reset the track from Barassin on stream.
Quiet, he just gave me 10. He just paid me. Not to mention.
He just paid. Oh damn it! Sorry.
I was gonna split it with you. It's too late now.
Damn.
But points at least, and hopefully looking forward to Miami. I mean, can you really look forward to Miami? Let's be honest.
The only positive is that it's a new track for everybody. But usually in new tracks, I don't do too well. It takes me a few seasons to get up to speed with everybody. So Chanel, you're gonna have to win this one for the Alpha boys.
Oh my
No
god!
pressure.
I'll try. I hope I will finish the race.
Well, congratulations on your points, and Henky, we'll hope to see you do well in Miami.
Thanks.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Thanks guys. Yeah.
And the funniest thing is, when I said I was wanting to talk to the Red Bull boys, they leave the chat, so I can't drag them in.
It's fine. I gotta go anyway, mate. Fantastic job.
No problem.
Great race.
Thank you very much for coming and covering. It was really good to have you here.
Not a problem. Pleasure working with you, my
friend. It was
a
pleasure working with you too. We'll speak to you soon.
See you, everybody. Thank you for tuning in as well. So, see you later.
See you later, my man. Take it easy. Chat. That is going to be everything from us. Congratulations to all the drivers who finished today. Once again, congratulations to Maze, Vince, Wesley, and McJagger, who finish in your podium positions. And Maze Vince obviously taking home 26 points for Red Bull. Oh, one hell of a race. Next week, it is, of course, the Miami Grand Prix, a brand new track for everyone. So it's going to depend on exactly what happens there. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a brand new Grand Prix winner. And who knows? Maybe we'll have all sorts of chaos. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching. And from everyone here at SLR, my name's Prey. And I'll see you then. Take it easy, my friends. Good night.